Hey guys, welcome back to round 12 of the Gentlemen's Racing League. This week around Silverstone, an absolute favorite on the calendar of mine. We had both sessions completely dry. My first qualifying round at 25.1 was fine. Second one at 24.596. That was pretty much what I was aiming for, but there was definitely some time still for me to be gained in there, but I needed to do max push, so final run, max push. No compromises now. Turn 1 I lost some time because I got some instability, but at the end of sector 1 though I'm up by over a tenth, so that's good. Now I'm on target for pole. Pole is about 1.7 tenths away, and if I can keep gaining just a little bit more time, I'm on the road for pole, but I need to stay completely flat out, no compromises at all. To the next corner, cops here. I can't lift under any circumstances at all. Got the line a bit wrong and flew off. And yeah, it's already a bit of a foreshadowing. Some of you will remember it, but we will see that picture again later in the race, sadly. I got P4, curiously, I did the same time as White Leopard, and I got P4 even though I set my time first, so I am assuming that the game doesn't quite implement this properly. But anyway, more power to him. I'll probably get the same results from P4. Here we are at the start, 5 lights, and away we go. Good launch. Just in front doesn't get such a good launch, drops away right away. We gain a position up into P3, and Ranky behind chasing us down. Right, now it's just important to not make any mistakes under acceleration here. Apex speed doesn't matter so much, but the exits are important, and we do get a proper one. Ranky won't be able to challenge us now into the next turn. Very good, and we are in a pretty stable race situation at this point. Bit of a VSC. I remained in my position until lap 3. And now Missing You got away, and we get a run on White Leopard to chase down Missing You. Get him up the inside, and it's move done. Mark 12 with DRS now, of course, lap 3. And now I need to put my head down, really chase down Missing You. Have some clean air, so I should have good grip, can push. Bit oversteer, corrected. Oh no!
Are you okay?
Well, apparently clean air wasn't quite enough to go flat out around there with Rich. I was a bit surprised, a bit stunned. I actually struggled, as you can see already in qualifying, with a bit of a slippery rear end, and I felt the same thing in the race, but yeah, it just took me completely off guard here. So we got a safety car a bit later from that crash from me. Took quite a bit of time to come out. As you can see, I stayed in the game here, and here I tap out quickly to join Discord, the commentary channel on Discord. And yeah, by the time I tap back in, the safety car has glitched out. I returned just in time to see Missing You get disqualified because he apparently overtook the safety car. Well, in fact, the safety car teleported behind him. Yeah, I'm really sorry this happened to him. It must have happened because I tapped out as the host. I wasn't aware this was a thing that could happen with the safety car. So really sorry to him. We had to restart the session, of course, at this point. Wouldn't be right if the leader, through no fault of his own, gets disqualified. So we did a complete lobby restart. It took us some time to figure out exactly who has to start in which place, set up the new grid. Originally I didn't want to race anymore because I DNF'd, but we ended up deciding me and Aminu, who also DNF'd, should start from the back of the grid and still have a race. So here we are then on the second try. From the back of the grid, 5 lights, and away we go. I was joking to my teammate that I actually should just wait a few seconds on the start line due to shenanigans into turn 1, and yeah, as you can see here, almost rear-ending clip. It was a bit of a tight one, but of course turn 1 always gets tight. There's also more stuff going on in front and me taking it really slowly through there to not get involved into anything. There's no point in pushing right now, just risking the car otherwise. After getting a second chance at a race, I also don't want to compromise anyone else's race. You can see many cars going off track in front, fragged there. It's a bit of an excursion. And the safety car, a lap 1 safety car, Venom DNF'd. Oof. Right, so at this stage, because I was so far down the grid, I tried to go for a radically alternate strategy, went on to the mediums. I knew percentage-wise the mediums could make it to the end. The only question was whether they would drop off in pace too much, but I was absolutely sure the percentages would work out. So I took a pit stop there and basically gambled on now effectively doing a no stop from P17, and this has quite good chances because the pit delta is just so big around here. I think 27 seconds for a regular pit stop. And here on the restart here, Sleep struggles a bit. I'm assuming his tires aren't quite warm and he's of the hard tires of course, so grip won't be the best for him. And again, I'm just taking it really casual through here. I can't really make any overtakes into turn 3 that would be safe, so just taking it casual here. Try to go for it on the straight with rich overtake and some slipstream. And yeah, he doesn't fight it too hard. Of course, we're on the softer tires, so no much point in fighting for him anyway.
Battery charge is high. Let's use that overtake button more.
So let's see if this time with clean air and mediums I can make it around cops without flying the fuck off again. Oh! I had to correct a bit of oversteer there again, but worked out. So lap 5, we are now catching up to the guys on the back of the main train. White Wolf here, rich overtake onto the hangar straight. And that's move done. Same move on Amino, a couple laps later here. Just focusing on the exit. And there is a bit of a dangerous moment there. Lifted off at the apex because I was scared. But we still had the overspeed here, so we get past. The same easy move. And lap 10 then Manu Farouk again. Focusing on the exit of the hangar straight. At this stage, lap 10, the soft runners tires are pretty much gone, so we will have an advantage on every exit anyway. And at this point we've actually managed to catch up to Chester. Chester started P2. Apparently he forgot to select his setup at the restart, so quite unfortunate for him. Of course, Silverstone is really setup dependent, that you have the right balance and get good runs around these twisty bits. And again, DRS rich overtake gives us an easy run on him that we can complete thanks to the better tires. No contest. Lap 13. After everyone has pitted, we emerge in effective P1 as Javier still has to do his pit stop, and Missing You, who's the effective race leader with the proper tires, has a 6-second deficit to us. So with his fresh tires, he has to catch us within the last 13 laps here. But we get a safety car.
Full course caution. The safety car
Right.
is out.
So I'm really happy to have come out where I am here. But of course it's a bit unfair.
Maintain positive
Because
delta.
effectively I already DNF'd in the first restart. But we get our second chance here on these worn set of tires. We get track position against Missing You, Dizzy, Too Fast For You and Miliano to defend and maybe have a chance at the win here. And for these last 10 laps here, I was driving my absolute heart out. So I get a chance to fight them for the win. I have much worse tires, but I have track position. So I do have a chance to fight them here. And since Christmas is coming up and with the coronavirus around, some of you might have a lot of spare time, so I leave you here with the last 10 laps of the race. Me driving my absolute heart out to fend off Missing You, Dizzy, Too Fast For You and Miliano for a win on these short tires. Thanks a lot for watching and have fun watching my best effort at challenging them for the win. Have a nice Christmas and see you in the new year. Bye bye.
We've got a lot of spare energy. Use your overtake button. Be aware we expect the grip levels to start falling away soon. DRS has been enabled. DRS is now enabled. We're leading our teammate by 4.4 seconds. losing a small amount of time to the car behind. Keep pushing. We have 5 laps of fuel remaining. The gap to the car in front is less than a second. Let's try and get past in the DRS zone. Okay, you're catching the car ahead, but remember, we need to get to the end of the race on these tyres. There's 3 laps of fuel remaining. You've lost some time to the car behind. This is your final lap of the race. We're at +1 lap of extra fuel. Fuel target +1.